Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the #1 team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hoosiers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll give it to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. And the Nittany Lions moved the chains with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Looking for room, it's Velez. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Dances away from the D.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Bruce. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just steamrolling his way through. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Penn State 7, Indiana 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Indiana's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got to show that.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows through the defense. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. You can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
He'll take it himself. Makes one man miss. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And when you got that kind of speed, football's got to be a lot of fun. I mean, Jesse, it's not there. Just pull it down. Go make a play.
That's definitely something that defense has never had to worry about in my day. I think I just pulled a hamstring watching that guy go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Bruce. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes a catch. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
Indiana, 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Get all you can, they get down with the slide. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Great move there. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Looking to throw, it's Bruce. Finds his man down the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Man, did he get walloped on that play.
He did. He got smashed, but what happened? He got the touchdown. That's all that matters. I don't care if I get hit, Coach. I got me a touchdown.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in the kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did now.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the right. Across the 45. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. The aerial assault continues. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Back to pass, it's Bruce. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is the play the defense needed to turn the momentum around in this game. They needed somebody to step up and make a play. That should have been intercepted.
He'll take another shot here. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Indiana, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it there.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making... They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a live ball. He's loose down the left side. The 40. The 20. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Hand off from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On 2nd and 10, a four wideout set, trips right. From the gun, give on the inside. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the Nittany Lions will move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Bruce. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The toss sweep to the right. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're going to run it to the right. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Now the pitch. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Illegal line in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quick strike complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score. Penn State 42, Indiana.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Neutrals on infraction. Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little screen to the running back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's... Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there, because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Asher. Good timing on the quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
This quarterback part of their running game. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. The Nittany Lions get enough for the 1st down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
Might as well give it to him again. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd and goal coming up here.
Check. Lasso.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Fires to the tight end.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Asher. Wide open downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. This is what an elite team does. They